If you marry for sex only, there's a man out there who can give your wife better sex than you. When a young person comes to me and says they're struggling with masturbation, I will not judge them. Although the Bible says I will bless the work of your hands, not that way.
Pastor, let me ask you something. How often would you go to the strip club at the time?
3 times a week.
What?
Yeah. Let me tell you what happens. When you go to a strip club and you sit on the chair, the women come and dance and they're looking at you straight in the eye. They never take their eyes off you. And that's where the connection happens. Ukienda home, unalala, unafikiria tu yo stripper. So wezi ngoja kesho usiku tena. You have to go back. It's a deep spiritual thing, demonic. Nakwambia anakudansia, anakuangalia tu kwa macho. They don't take their eyes off you. And that's what captures people. Uneka 50 bopapa anaitoa hivi anairudisha. The idea is to entice you to put more so that she drops it. And then you put this side, she drops it. All right? And then our mind wants more. So when you see here, what else would you want to see? You want to see Thailand. And she plays with Thailand, then you want to see Bangkok.
I see a lot of bachelor parties zikifanyika street club, or in the movies anyway, but I don't know about Kenya and Uko, Maju as well.
No, they happen. They happen, and some are genuine, but to be honest, some of these parties are sex orgies. You're having sex on a Friday because it's a bachelor or bachelorette party and your wedding on Saturday. At just one last time, like a stripper, you start eating each other like Indomie. So I knew there were photos, so I wasn't surprised when the photos came out. I wasn't surprised.
Hello guys and welcome. My name is Kalondu Musimi. Kama kawaida, you see an exclusive interview and it's already going down. I'm seated next to a transformational speaker, image consultant, a mentor, a trainer, the minister of the gospel. Please give it up for the one and only Robert Burale.
Yes, how you doing?
I'm good. How you doing?
I'm very well. Karibu sana.
Asante sana. Thank you so much for having us here. This is an amazing place.
Thank you very much. It's you know, the best thing you can have is a place that when you go back home, you have some peace.
Yes.
It's my place of peace. Ukishenda huko nje, you're trying to hustle, vita mingi huko na pale. So when you come back home, you want a very peaceful place. And especially this room is my chill spot where I just come and you see, no TV here, nothing. I just relax.
And you know, such a peaceful place as you've said. How long have you been here?
Well, quite a few years. Hope you like it.
I do like it. I like everything. The walls there. Oh gosh, everything. I like it.
Yes, thank you.
And you know, we see you everywhere nowadays on billboards, everywhere advertising. How would you describe your fashion? Because what I see on the billboards is, you know, advertising for a fashion company, if I would say.
Divine Collections?
Yes.
I don't do fashion, I do style.
Woo!
Yeah. Fashion is temporary, style is permanent.
Wow. Wow. How would you describe your style?
My style is classy and assured. For me, I believe, and that's why when I looked at Divine Collections and I looked at their stuff, things that you're comfortable in, that you complement each other. You know, so I believe 20 years from today, I'll still be the most stylish old man.
And stylish old man.
Yes. When I'm 20 years from now, 30 years from now, I'll still be that guy. Yes.
Are we allowed to ask how old you are right now?
Well, I'm in my 40s.
Oh, you're in your 40s?
Yes.
And is your gray hair genetic? Ama is just like umekula chumvi cha ukweli ama you do some dye?
I actually had my first white hair, I think, in Form 1.
Woo.
Yeah, so it's genetic.
Oh, okay.
Many people have asked me just what you've asked. If I dye, no, this is, it's not white, it's silver.
Okay. It's not white, it's silver. Anyway, how's RB Company doing?
RB Company is doing very well. Marketing, PR, and under the RB stable, we have the Robert Burale School of Leadership, the Mentorship Program, the Men of Valor Project. We have the Naked Truth Ministries. So all the branches are doing very well by the grace of God. And we hope this year we'll get bigger and better in mentorship and just dealing with the men's issues all over the country and beyond. Depression, mental health, relationships, finances, sexuality, and all those kind of things.
You know, when I first learned of you, the many years that I first learned of you was because of relationship and you giving advice when it comes to relationship. Do you yourself use your own advice?
Yes, I mean, I don't say what I don't believe in, and maybe many people question that because of my divorce, you know, but sometimes things just don't work out, you know, and I would like to believe that I take my own advice so that even when I get married, I'll be like, okay, I took my good advice. But I also take advice from other people, to be honest with you. There are some things, mganga jigangia, there are some things that I learned from mentors, from other coaches, from other trainers, from pastors, you understand? And yes, I know people are already typing, you failed in your marriage. What are you telling us about relationships? Some things you learn out of experience, some things by divine mandate, and some things you're inspired by the Spirit of God. And I'm also a knowledge seeker. I read quite a lot. You saw in my office, I have a lot of books. So I read a lot. And I think every Thursday, I do Thinking Thursday. So I sit for 3 hours in silence with a pen and a paper. And whatever comes, I just write.
For real?
Yes.
What does that help with?
Originality. When you invite me to speak somewhere, I wouldn't just go on Google or YouTube and borrow what everybody else is saying. 90% must be my stuff that I've studied and prayed about, and then maybe 10 or 20% really from other people you look up to. So when you sit and think, you get inspired and you get to get nuggets on relationships, leadership, mentorship that have never been had before. And I would be staring here and I look at the lights here and I would get something about teamwork in those 3 lights up there. So that's why I love I'm a thinker. Yes.
So also what you've said before is that you also what you mean is that you also make mistakes in your own relationships as well.
I've made mistakes. I mean, it's through mistakes that really, otherwise I'd been married today, isn't it? If I didn't make mistakes as well. Because my ex-wife is an amazing, brilliant woman of God. So sometimes we make mistakes and things don't work out.
Are you seeing someone right now?
Keep your eyes open, keep your ears on the ground.
Yes.
Burale says, by the grace of God, when God knows what He's doing, and I do believe I don't have the grace to be single, and I do believe one day God will bless me to be in a union of marriage, because I desire.
So you still believe in marriage?
Marriage is an amazing institution. It's a good idea. It's a God idea. And yes, to be honest, I believe in marriage. You believe in companionship. You see, like when you came, it's only me who opened for you the door with my dog. You'd want to be with somebody just chilling, maybe praying together, watching movies together, doing things together. And to be honest, I don't think we are relational beings, you understand? So I don't think anybody wants to be single for too long. So I do desire marriage, and I know it will happen.
What kind of a woman are you looking for?
The kind of woman I'm looking for really is a woman who understands herself in God. Just that. Just that, really. I mean, beautiful woman, of course. But beauty fades, but the identity, which is an inside job, is what should be the most important thing. And my dear, marry your friend. You won't feel like you love each other every day. You won't feel like you want to have sex every day. Marry your friend. That you can laugh together, cook together, do things together, be silly together, marry your friend.
Yeah.
Yes.
But sex is also very much important in the marriage as well.
Yes, sex is very important in marriage, even for us born-again believers.
Yeah.
You win in the boardroom and the bedroom.
Yeah.
You know, you got to enjoy the bedroom as well. Sex is important in marriage. I'm not saying it's the be-all and end-all, but it's also an important factor in marriage.
Yeah.
Yes.
Can I ask not a weird, a more private question? Are you celibate?
Yes, I am.
Okay. For how long?
Well, I've said this before, it's all over, since my marriage ended.
Yeah.
Yes.
That's like how?
Najua unatafuta udaku.
No.
Najua unatafuta udaku. I've not been in a marriage setting since 2013.
Yeah.
Yes.
Oh, then that's a long time. Okay.
It's only God. It's only God. Only God.
You've mentioned that you also seek, advice, relationship advice from elsewhere. Why is that important?
You can never be a person of authority if you're not under authority. Like, you're one of, to me, one of the rising hosts we have in this country. But if I was to sit with you, you tell me the people who have advised you on how to handle interviews. There are people who have gone before you. And so it's the same as some of us. You will never be a person of authority if you're not a person under authority. And we don't know everything. There are people who know things that we don't know. So we just need to go there and get information from them. Yes.
And Burale, I usually have a hard time saying Robert Burale.
Yes.
Oh gosh.
Burale
and Burale is not about to tell us whether tunashona vitenge or not, but he's saying it will happen. But he's not giving us like a timeline on when, maybe in a year, 2 years, 3 years, 5.
No wonder you're a good host. You know how to draw information. But when that time comes, trust me, I'll invite you. Oh, yeah.
We are invited.
No. I like you. You're a good person.
Thank you so much.
I will invite you. Yeah. But I don't have the grace to be single.
Okay.
I don't. I desire marriage. And it's going to happen. So wale wanasema utaoa lini. So when I get married, they'll be like, utapata mtoto mwingine lini. You know, you can never satisfy everybody. Na ukipata mtoto ni kijana atakwambia mbona hujapata msichana. Yeah, but yes, I do desire. I'm not sitting here and lying, I don't want to get married. I will get married. Yes.
And of course, we'll bring you that information when it actually does happen. How much do you charge for consultation when it comes to, especially for couples, relationship, marriage?
I don't have a standard fee, and I would not want to say, because I may be hurting other businesses. You understand what I'm saying? So let me consider other professionals, but it's not very cheap, to be honest. The only thing I don't charge is when somebody comes, a parent comes, and their child is in drugs and all those things, and you don't. For me, that's ministry. So for the young people, I just come, we talk and we try and help them. And but I don't want to say how much I charge for my consultation, because I may be taking other people out of business. Yeah.
Oh, okay. If I want to, know your rate card and stuff, how do I DM you?
Yes, if you go to my website, there's a place where you just email, it comes straight to my team, and there's a phone number. And so why we don't have a standard cost is because we first have to know the issue. Some people, we just have 3 meetings and you're done. There are people we've been working with for the last 13 months, So the price varies based on this situation and the length of time that we think we'll need with you. Yes.
And of course, during Valentine's Day, just before Valentine's Day, there's a poster that was going viral that Robert Burale is overcharging for a dinner.
Yes. Was it 12,000?
Yes.
But the truth of the matter is, what is expensive? Who decides what is expensive? Let me tell you something. Somebody would walk in somewhere, buy a car for 10 million and walk out. Somebody else will say a car for 200,000 is too expensive. Nothing is expensive. Just build your capacity.
Woo!
There's somebody else would say 12,000? That's nothing. That's nothing. So it's just that when you charge something, and you see, the funny thing about people, they would just make noise about the 12,000. But when you do something and you just say, today it's 200, today it's 500 shillings, today it's free of charge, nobody talks. So we human beings have this thing of just trying to discredit everything. Then also credit when we do it for free. Not that we do it for credit, but if you're going to bash somebody for charging 12,000, and remember, somebody else will see the value in that 12,000, and they will pay. And they paid.
And people came, they paid, and they enjoyed.
Yes.
That's amazing.
It's just build capacity. Somebody else will say 50 shillings is too much. Another person will say 5 million is too little or affordable.
When it comes to like advising people, relationships, do you handle these issues as a coach or as a pastor?
Both, because I'm guided by biblical principles, you know. And yes, I also deal with people who are not of the same faith, because Bible is about life, actually, you know what I'm saying? So you mix a little bit of both. Some come and they want more of the coach, and I come more as the coach, and I'm a certified coach, you know. I know in this day and age, everybody's a coach. Everybody is an event planner. Everybody is a what? Everybody is a speaker. Everybody is a trainer. You come to my office, all my certificates are there. So you understand. So some people just need coaching, others need mentorship, others need life coaching. As you go, take them out of the quagmire and then set them on solid ground and tell them, this is the direction that you should take. Others just come, they just ni ujinga tu kidogo alikuwa nayo, panel beat them and tell them, you see, you'll upuzi kidogo, just go on with your life.
Why are most modern marriages failing?
Because many people enter into marriage for the wrong reasons. Some is for the sex. Some is for the pressures. Social media, the digital era, everybody's getting married. So I need to get married. I need to do it for the Instagram. I need everybody to see my wedding on Facebook. Because everybody around me is getting married. So people do it for the wrong reasons. And many people, some people don't marry friendships and friends, and you need to marry for purpose. If you marry for sex only, there's a man out there who can give your wife better sex than you. Kuna OT anoto pale neighbor. Akipata yo chance. You understand what I'm saying? So basically I think we just enter into marriage for the wrong reasons, to cure the lust, and then after curing the lust, what next? What next? You know? So let's just marry friends, and that's why people like me have, taken our time, because you just don't want to enter this thing casually.
And you've mentioned people saying, you're divorced, what can you tell us about marriage and relationship? But what did you learn from your previous marriage?
One thing I learned from my previous marriage is don't involve too many people in your home issues, because the two of you are together like this. So me and you, husband and wife, when you bring 10 people, they come in between us. So what happens? You move further and they move further away from you, because you're bringing many people in here. And not everybody, even your friends who laugh with you and say, wow, what a cute couple, and you guys are looking good, really are happy for you. And that's the problem with many people, is that we think everybody wishes us well. Maybe because you're a kind-hearted person, and automatically you think everybody else is like you. Oh no. The people who pray that your things don't work. So and when you when you have a disagreement as a man and a woman, husband and wife, you got to understand you're fighting from the same side. But if you fight where there has to be a winner and a loser, then mtaumia. So I learned that don't involve too many people. And I'll say this again. My ex-wife is a great person. A woman of God, a great human being, you understand? So I will not sit here and say, oh, no. But I took my lessons. And I'm sure she learned also her lessons. So that going forward, I'll carry my lessons and not waste the season of teaching to when I get married again, so that I don't make some mistakes.
Any regrets from that?
No, not at all. Marrying my ex-wife? No.
Marriage?
No, not at all. I don't regret marrying her, because in every season there's a lesson. And as I've said, very good human being.
Yeah.
And we're still friends.
Tips to successful co-parenting?
Put your egos down.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Because it's a baby involved. Anyway.
Put your egos down.
Yeah.
Yeah.
People want to know how your DMs look like. Whether women slide into your DM and telling you, tumsifu bwana pastor.
My DM has a lot of more, to be honest with you, counseling issues.
Okay.
Young people, papas, people are struggling with this and that. And many people come to me because, I'll tell you one thing, and I want you guys to know now, I'm not the kind of person who hides from my mistakes. So people maybe relate to me because I am open.
Yes.
People know nilikuwa napenda madem. People know many years ago nilikuwa na chocha unajua. I mean, so when a young person comes to me and says they're struggling with masturbation, I will not judge them. Although the Bible says I will bless the work of your hands, not that way. So I'll guide them out without judging them. When Paul says I'm struggling with masturbation, unaambia pepo mbaya toka. No, don't judge anybody.
Yeah. People
are going through stuff. So let's go to the root cause. What God delivers you from, He gives you grace for. You understand? If now somebody comes to you and says, what is your secret in your style of hosting? Don't chase them. Because somebody taught you, teach them as well. Yeah. So majority of my DM is all actually about counseling, matusi zingine. Ni jana majuzi mtu alinitumia message F you, and F you does not mean food upstairs, you know that, eh?
Yeah.
And I wish you'd die. And then amenitumia picha yangu ya billboard.
Why? Why is that?
No, you know, that's life, eh?
Yeah.
There's some people who will never stop loving you, and others will never start loving you.
Yes.
Yeah, so just deal with it.
Yeah.
It comes with the territory. It comes with the territory that when you do things in the public, some will appreciate and some will not appreciate.
Yeah.
Yeah.
At what point would you say you changed? Because you've said, ulikuwa napenda madem at some point. Na pia, there's a place I read, ulikuwa msewa ma strip club and stuff. I don't know how true that is. At what point would you say you changed?
I'll give you my book before you leave here.
Yeah.
I wasn't a stripper. I mean, sijawunga, small body.
Yeah.
But I used to go to strip clubs with my friends when I was in the UK, and then when I came back to Kenya as well. What made me change? Christ. One time I looked at myself in the mirror and I saw a filthy man. I didn't like what I saw, to be honest with you. I just needed to have a moment with myself. I didn't like what I saw. And then I just went to a church called House of Grace. Incidentally, the strip club I used to go to was opposite the church I finally went to, which is House of Grace. And the Sunday I went, I was in white linen trousers and a pink fuchsia shirt. My bishop then, and he's still my bishop now, my spiritual father, Bishop David Moredi, saw me and says, I don't know who you are. And I'll say it. And everybody else at that service bears me witness. He said, I don't know who you are. But if I be a man of God, in a few years, your name will be known all over.
Wow.
He had never met me. And he picked me and says, I don't know who you are. I have never met you. But in a few years, if I be a man of God, your name will be known.
Wow.
Yeah. And why I love and honor that man, he has held my hand. He's not a judgmental person. He understands people on a journey. And he guided me, rebuked me when he needs to, prayed for me. And you know, and when you see me revere and honor that man, I will deal with you. Yeah. So, and that's what I like to do for other people, is hold their hand. Because I know how bad it is. You're in a deep hole. You want to come out, but people are judging you. Hakuna tu judge watu kama Wakristo. Kwanza kama niangalia ndo mna masudo accounts. The real account wanakutumia scripture.
Yeah.
Weeping may endure for a night, but joy cometh in the morning. Hiyo sasa ni account yake ya ukweli. Na scripture anasema God. Pseudo account. F you, die.
Manze.
Yeah.
Pastor, let me ask you something. How often would you go to the strip club at the time?
3 times a week.
What?
Yeah. Let me tell you what happens. When you go to a strip club and you sit on the chair, the women come and dance and they're looking at you straight in the eye. They never take their eyes off you. And that's where the connection happens. Ukienda home, unalala, unafikiria tu yo stripper. So wezi ngoja kesho usiku tena. You have to go back. It's a deep spiritual thing, demonic. Nakwambia anakudansia, anakuangalia tu kwa macho. They don't take their eyes off you. And that's what captures people. Yeah.
And for you chop money on them? You just throw money to them, mama?
Stripper wendi kwa kupatia Coca-Cola na mkate. They're there for the money. Uneka 50 bob hapa, anaitoa hivi atairudisha. The idea is to entice you to put more so that she drops it. And then you put this side, she drops it. All right? And then our mind wants more. So when you see here, what else would you want to see? You want to see Thailand. And she plays with Thailand, then you want to see Bangkok. And then she comes and she's dancing and then she sits on you. Nakwambia utaenda kwa ATM. And then in that strip club, opposite was an ATM. Yeah. Unapata wanaume wako hapo na si kwa bia school fees. And by the way, in those days you'd meet women taking their husbands to the strip club for birthday present. And I said, surely. Then your husbands will tell you to start doing what these women are doing. What dem wa strip club anamwili kama yako. So anaweza panda a roll. Wewe kiuno imekata. Then your husband tells you, I want you to do what that woman is doing. And then you say the devil is attacking your marriage. No. Ulipeleka bwanako strip club. So you excited his mind.
I see a lot of bachelor parties zikifanyika street club. Or in the movies anyway. But I don't know about Kenya and uko Maju as well.
No, they happen. They happen and some are genuine. But to be honest, some of these parties are sex orgies. You're having sex on a Friday because it's a bachelor or bachelorette party and your wedding on Saturday. At just one last time, like a stripper, you start eating each other like Indomine. It's not right. Then you see what happens. You have started your marriage on the wrong foundation. The excitement of, you're marrying tomorrow, you'll never have this again. And then I will say, maybe last week, alikuwa invite wengine, then it's you again. It's just a whole dirty affair. And I do not, to be honest. I was once invited to, is it a bachelorette party? Yamademe? Yes. And I was invited to speak. And I got there. I was told to get there at 8, and they only want me there for 1 hour, because I usually ask before. So in such functions, I never go alone. So me nimeenda hapo with my notes, I want to speak. Where? Nikasema watu wataki kuongea. Because the way they were dressed, it's very skimpy. Because of course, after my speech nikitoka, they were expecting now sasa wale madansa wanaume. So I just told them, I'm sorry, I would not do this, and I left. Honestly, the Bible says only a fool sits on fire and does not expect his clothes to be burnt. Utaka hapo unapatia watu ati marriage is a good idea, and people are half naked. You can't. You can't. I mean, let me run. I'm a normal functioning human being. There is no prayer to bind a thigh that you are seeing there. Hakuna prayer. Where is our Bible? There is no prayer. The Bible says flee. Hepa. Hapo ati unasema, now I'm your friend and your coach Robert Burale. Apana. There's nothing like that. You start feeling things and just, apana. So you'd rather just run away. By the way, me ni Pastor Nikoril. I'm a man of God, but I'm a man. So you run away. God says in the Bible, flee, not even run. To flee, umetoka mbio, you even finish ground speed. Unakimbia kwa hewa. You can't even look back. Just run. You can't bind Thailand. No.
Wow. Me, I have laughed. My goodness gracious. You can see my tears are all over because of laughing. Let's talk about Kibe. Are you guys friends?
I haven't seen Kibe in a while. Kibe is in the US. I was in the US last 1 month, and I didn't see him. But I've known Kibe for close to 30 years. Yeah, and Kibe is doing him, I'm doing me. Yeah.
Because there are photos that went viral of the two of you, and we assumed at the time he was ministering.
Right. Yes. I've known Kibe for many years.
Yeah.
And some point we're in the same church.
Yeah.
Called Faith Chapel. For about 6 months.
So was he really like a real pastor?
Have you asked him that question?
Not yet.
I don't want to answer on his behalf.
Yeah.
Yes. But he was at Faith Chapel. Yeah.
Okay. So, but you used to minister at the same church he used to minister.
You're asking me the same question. Baze. Who name after his career ni CNN? You're too brilliant. No, I mean, I've known Kibe for many years. I've known his family.
Yeah.
My family knows him. Yeah, but he's doing his thing, I'm doing my thing. I'm preaching the gospel. I'm mentoring, I'm teaching, doing my thing. He's also teaching on his platforms. Yeah. So kila mtu na kazi yake.
What do you think of his teachings on his platform?
I really don't like commenting on people's issue, but he has these people who listen to him. You know, if you're hungry, go to a restaurant. There's a menu. There's chicken pie, there's meat pie. Somebody else will want chicken pie, another person will want meat pie. So the platforms are there. I speak my thing, somebody else will speak your thing, you are doing your thing, our brother here is doing his thing. So whoever finds, I want that chicken pie, and they will go there, and I'll want that meat pie, they will go there. So kila mtu afanye tu kazi yake. Yes.
But by the way, did you ever know that zile photos, the two of them?
Yeah, because there's a function we wanted to do together on PR, and we had put it all over the social media. Yeah. We had done a flyer together many years ago. So I wasn't surprised when they came out. Because we were, there's one, we were in Limuru, I think it was a revival meeting. Actually, I think I'm going to preach that evening. So I knew there were photos, so I wasn't surprised when the photos came out. I wasn't surprised. Yes, I wasn't surprised.
But lastly on that, what would you describe, how would you say he was as like a pastor? Because I believe you've had his preachings.
Mazewe, you are clever. You have still asked me the same question. Give this girl a salary hike. Please. What's a triple, Yanni?
Yes.
No. You see, that's Kibe's personality. Kibe is vocal, and that's his personality. In whatever he does, that's his personality. Yeah.
Let me ask you one more. No. Let me ask. Let alone Kibe, because you won't say anything about him.
What I don't do. I don't just like discussing people. I don't. Because you'll discuss somebody, you'll be misquoted, or I never want to discuss people who are not here to. You guys, see, alikuwa nafanya kazi na nyinyi. Mnaweza mpata. Kibe is available. Kibe is on, I'm sure he's active on his Instagram especially. Yeah. Okay. Na mko na namba yake. 0712 something.
Oh, okay. Okay.
Yes.
I'll look for him. Yes. But let's talk about you. But a little bit controversial. Why do you think people come with different stories about Robert Burale, and especially those people who might describe you as a con?
Right. When I give you my book, then you'll understand. Number one, I never run away from my past mistakes. Never. I'm not those kind of people who act perfect. But I want you to understand something. There's what we call jumping on the bandwagon, where you'll get 1,000 comments, but only 3 know you. Social media, kuna watu wana matusi tu, you think they know you. Some 10 accounts from one person, abuse, same person. But I am paying the price of being open about my past. But you know what? If 10 abuse me, and 1 is blessed by my opening of my scars, then that 1 is worth more than the 10 who abuse me. And let me tell you, and I'll say it again, maybe another 1 year somebody will abuse me again. You understand? But I was very intentional. When I was writing the book, I knew it would have been easy to write a book about how to know your purpose, how to become a brand. But I wrote mask off. You know, mask off? Ni kutoa mask. Na ni kuonesha scars zangu. In that mask off, ni mwonge about my addictions that took me to death. Mistakes I did. And sometimes you may do things and it takes another 5-10 years of you feeling the effects of your mistakes. Now what happens, it will not stop people from insulting you, but I take it in my stride, because all I want to do is to be better tomorrow than I am today. You know, like somebody would say, if you die, because somebody said something about me. And sometimes, by the way, I read some comments and I'm like, wow, that's me. Me hata sijui nani, you know. But wacha watu wajibambe saa zingine. But it wasn't always easy. It took time in prayer and building a thick skin. My bishop tells me have a thick skin but a soft heart. It wasn't always easy. Few years ago, ningekuwa nimejifungia kwa room saa hata simu yako singechukua. You know? But I said no. Tenda depression hivi tu na nikikufa simtanizika. And then they look for somebody else to bash. So I don't want to die. I think the people I feel sorry for is actually the people who get hurt for me more. You understand? There's a whole ecosystem. When you see, if you hurt, people who love you will hurt. And sometimes they hurt more than you, actually. You understand what I'm saying? And I feel sorry for them. I actually pray for them. Because there are people who would get hurt and they may not have the thick skin that I have. And okay, let me not even call it thick skin. Ni grace ya God too. Yeah. So it's a whole ecosystem that sometimes other people get hurt more than you. But I will never stop anybody from speaking about me, but I will never deny the mistakes I've done before. And we move on is to forgive those who insulted and also forgive to those I had hurt.
Do you get hurt when you hear somebody or you see a comment ama mtu amesema tweet or something like that conman Robert Burale?
No, I don't get hurt. I don't get hurt. I never everything happens for a reason. The mountain and the valley. If somebody abuses you or insults you, you don't insult back. What then do you do? God, what are you teaching me? Teach me to handle a different opinion about me. Because there are people who insult me, but there are people who really honor me, to be honest with you. Yeah. So if you are going to appreciate and enjoy the honor, please be ready for the dishonor as well. Yeah. Where's it what I enjoy, you think your life is smooth for everybody? No. If you enjoy the honor, be ready for the dishonor as well. For every lifting, there's also a demon coming up. And in everything you see, to be honest, let me tell you the truth. Some people maybe are saying something badly, but they don't mean bad in their heart. So you understand, you try and read from this comment, what do I need to pick? Because some of these comments, you'll pick some things that will help you to be a better person. But there are others who are just outright ugly, and they just want to hurt you. You understand what I'm saying? So always be sensitive to pick what you need to pick, understand the source, and you know, just don't waste the season of pain, mistakes, a dark season, whatever. I don't call it a dark season, but your mountain valley and your your mountain and your valleys. Yeah.
Last question on that. You mentioned it as like a bandwagon. Like one person says this, the other person comes in. Like multiple people. Let's say a couple of people wanakuja na wanasema, here's my money. Robert Burale has my money. Why do you think these scandals like are happening and pinpointing you?
Well, again, as I said, let me give you my book. Please make sure you read it.
Yes, I will.
If a stripper says Robert used to come to my strip club, and that's the truth.
Yes.
And 20 others say they also used to come to my strip club, and I never used to. But because I said I used to go to a strip club, then everybody else will believe that I also went for the other 20. If a crocodile leaves the water and says there's a snake there, we shall believe. Yeah.
By the way, you know, now that you're giving me, are you giving me for free?
The book, yes. Yes, I will.
Thank you so much. But
yes.
For that person who also wants to read your book, where can they find it?
Just go onto my website, www.robertburale.com, and then you will be directed to the email, and just tell us how many books you want. We shall deliver it. And give you the payment details. Yes.
You're not about to tell us how much it costs.
Oh, sorry, it's 1,000 shillings. I've done mask off from the strip club to the pulpit, and 365 with the coach. 1,000 each. About to release one called "The Day the World Ended."
The day
the world ended.
Why did it end?
You will read it. The day the world ended. Yes.
Okay. Yes. Oh, well, you're not giving us a hint?
No, but it's about the day the day that the world ended.
Okay.
And it's a book that everybody needs to have. Because everybody will relate to that book. Yes.
Would you say your daughter's confident?
My daughter is my friend. But let me tell you, my daughter, I think they talk her girly things with her mama, with her mother. But we are friends. I love my daughter to bits, and she loves her mother, and we're just happy, you know. I love the fact that her mother is more strict than me, so I thank God for her mother. Because my daughter she's a very good child, and to be honest, I attribute that to the mother. She's more strict.
What is your opinion of the LGBTQ plus community in a pastor's perspective?
From a pastor's perspective, not pastor's perspective, the biblical perspective. The Bible frowns upon it. It's as simple as that. I know they'll bash me for that, but God loves everybody. But we have to call it as it is. When you meet God while alive, you meet the Savior. If you meet him while dead, you meet the judge. And you are judged according to his word. So the Bible speaks about a man shall cleave to a woman.
But that doesn't mean that if somebody comes and asks for, advice from you as a coach, you won't just stop them from doing that.
Maybe that's when my pastoral heart will come in, because my coaching can also not go directly against the word of God.
Okay. All right. And there is something you're signing soon.
Oh Jesus, I wish I had signed it by now, but something big is coming. Very, very big, and I will text you. I've been told just to give it about 48 hours.
48 hours.
Yes.
Okay. Politics. By the way, this year there's a lot happening, of course, for politics. But what do you think of the political landscape at the moment?
I think it's saddening. It's a very sad affair when we see intolerance. I wish we can mature in politics to a place where we can disagree in principle but not insult each other. But when you see leaders throwing barbs and words of disgrace to each other, what do you expect the fans and their supporters to do? Because it's planting a seed that is not right. And we don't want to go back to the dark days of the post-election violence. I just wish we would have political tolerance and love just one another, disagree on principle, because on the 9th August, right? There'll be a winner and there'll be a loser.
Yeah.
But guess what? You and I are still here.
Yes.
We may vote for different people. Does that mean we stop talking?
No.
You'll call me for an interview, I'll come.
Yes.
Yeah, so, and the politicians, let me tell you today, and I believe this is what will happen. The winner and the loser this year will meet and shake hands.
Yeah.
Then me na wewe tumetukanana. We have abused each other on Facebook. You have done this. Yeah. It's not worth it.
Yeah.
And leaders, and I really want to speak to the leaders, to whom much is given, much is expected. Weigh your words. The words of a leader can burn a country. Yeah. Just the words. Yeah. Bible says in Proverbs, you have been ensnared by the words of your own mouth. Yeah. Let's be very careful about what we say. Yeah. Yeah.
Robert, thank you so much. We really do appreciate your time.
Thank you very much. Hapo since hakuna bibi kwa nyumba, niliwabaia tu snacks. Hakuna ka ugali hapo. Huyu cameraman alikuwa anafikiri kuna kakachumbari hapa, lakini
we appreciate you. Thank you so much, and we love you.
Thank you so much. Thank you. I appreciate you, and I really love you guys. And to everybody else out there, let's just love one another. No, none of us is perfect, but let's grow together. Yeah. Bible says they shall know you're my disciples because you love one another.
Yes.
Yes.
Thank you so much. And that was Pastor Robert Burale. Thank you so much, guys, for watching. My name is Kalondu Musimi. Behind the camera is the one and only Wilfred Nyangares. Bye. Say bye to people.
Lakini hakuna ugali, nimebaki tu snacks.